course, no. It started immediately. Never mind. It didn't do the same thing. It's recording.
I thought it said stop talking. Okay.
Hello. Welcome to
Flosstube number 2, crafting Curmudgeon.
Something.
What are we? Curmudgeon
crafters?
crafters? Wow.
We're curmudgeonly crafters. I don't know if that's the channel name. We're something.
Thanks.
Okay.
I'm Kathy.
I'm Brianne. We're terrible. This is only the second one, so still.
Welcome back.
Yes, for those of you joining us again, thank you for returning. For those of you who are new, thank you for trying our channel video out. Also, I don't know if we explained this last time, but Flosstube is a place where people share mostly cross-stitching projects on YouTube.
Right.
So,
and we wanted to join that community to find other stitchers, hopefully stitchers that stitch the same wacky stuff that we do. Mm-hmm. And we just enjoy looking at other stitchers' work. A lot of samplers out there.
Yeah, and also it's a really good way to keep track of our own things and to kind of help motivate us to keep stitching.
Which worked this time. Okay, so there was two things that I really was hoping for doing Flosstube. One was to find other like-minded tubers or stitchers, and the other was well, I guess there were 3. The second one for me personally was to keep me kind of honest and to motivate me to, instead of just keep starting new things, which is so much fun, actually stitch on the things that I've started, and I don't know, maybe even complete them once in a while.
Get more
Not
finishes.
fully finished, just finish the stitching.
Yeah.
Because I haven't heard any angels. Have you guys heard any angels? I haven't. So, of course, there's been no fully finished going on here.
Oh, call back.
Yeah. And then also Brianne had wanted, which is kind of a cool idea, a video journal of our...
I don't even know it, but, and it stems from, I had a project in high school where I had to talk to a family member and kind of get a quick little bio of them, and we recorded them so that then you had a recording of usually an older family member, and after they pass, now you have something that's a lot more interactive than just a photo or a letter.
Yeah, so it's lovely to hear their voice.
Yeah, and it's I'll get to hear her voice and be reminded of all her lovable wackiness.
And what she doesn't know is that I'm also leaving her lots of stitching that she can finish up, that I could have started and she could finish. It would be a combined effort, and oh so sweet.
And as I've already told you, there are only a few things that I will finish for her.
She's going to throw it out. She's going to use it as a dish rag, probably. See? Okay.
Okay, so speaking of finishes, do you want to get started on your stitching finishes? Is that a thing? Stitching finishes?
I guess. On my little tags, I said first stitch and last stitch. I don't even have a category for fully finished because, sure. Or, yeah.
Or do you want me to?
I don't care. You can go first.
Okay. So this is one of the whips that I shared last time, and I think I had almost all of it was done. So it is finished, but it's not like a huge amount finished. And hopefully we learned a little bit, so hopefully the tech and the visual stuff is better this time. This is Captain America, I Can Do This All Day by Cat in the Crafty Hat on Etsy, and it was stitched on, I believe, 14 count white Aida with all the called for DMC. I didn't make any changes. The only thing I am thinking about changing, maybe it's better from a distance, I was debating whether or not to backstitch all of, outline all the words, because I go back and forth. I know what it says, but when you first look at it, to me, it's just a little bit hard. Your eye kind of wanders around. So I'm debating whether or not to do that. That's the only change that I might make.
But it wouldn't take you very long to do that.
And then another one is I had very few stitches left, but I finally finished stitching David's eye. I finished the Fancy Floss outline. That's what I had left, and that was the change I made. This is by Bad Stitch. It is done on, I believe this is 16 count gridded Ada, and I did all the called for DMC. The only change is the outline here is a Fancy Floss by Night Stalker's Calling.
Yeah, I think that's what they're called.
Yeah, I can't remember which one it is, like Goddess or something.
It's pretty.
So, and for reference, this is what the original stitch was. It was stitched on blue fabric, so rather than stitch on that, I just did a blue outline.
Very nice.
My little envelope is working pretty well, isn't it?
Yes.
High tech. It's an old envelope. It did have cross stitch patterns. This one, I just had the words left. I don't believe I shared this last time.
No, I don't think so.
I love this so much. My dad and I always say, guess what, chicken butt, guess why butt's dry.
You said there's a grease.
Yeah, there's something, I don't remember. There's another one too, but I can't remember. I do not have the artist designer name. It's from Etsy. I will link it in the description box. This is done on 14 count oatmeal Ada with all the called for DMC. And my favorite part is the right little chicken.
How old are you?
Yes. I'm a 31-year-old who still thinks it's funny when you can stitch a chicken butthole. And my last stitching finish.
Also, we didn't iron anything because we ironed last time trying to be polite, and I find it really easier to see the stitching when somebody irons their piece, but oh my gosh, it takes so long, and I kind of forgot that we were going to do this.
Yeah, this is kind of last minute filming. So this one, it's good that you said that before this one, because this one is rather
that's what it was.
rather piece of work. So this one I believed I showed last time. I don't know if I had, oh, thank you. I don't know if I had all the words finished, but I finished the flowers in pretty much one sitting. This is called Common Sense by Sassy and Mad Stitches on Etsy, and I believe it's on 16 count, just plain white Ada with the called for DMC. And I just love that quote.
I do too.
Oh, and also, like, a technical thing. We're trying a different camera for recording. And we know that the lighting is changing, like, gets brighter and darker and stuff. We don't know why. It looked better when we were practicing, so we're just going with it. Hopefully it works out for everybody. So if it's really horrible and you can't see what we're showing, then please let us know.
We'll watch it again too. Dad will watch it, and my husband watched it too. We asked him. Okay, and then that was another thing I wanted to talk about on the first video. We've been talking about doing Flosstube for a while, and then Brianne finally says, okay, we need to just do it. So we did it. Well, we don't know what we're doing. I especially don't know what I'm doing as far as all this technical lighting and turning it on and all this other stuff. Yeah. So Brianne says, okay, you know what? Actually, my husband said, you guys should sit down and do a run through, because, you know, he's a director when he's not doing gardening work or cooking. And he goes, you should just do a run through so you know about how long it takes, and if you need to, when you hold things up, because, you know, he's also versed in Flosstube. He's been watching that quite a bit. So our first Flosstube was really our practice. Yeah. We were just running through it, because how long is it going to take? If we hold it up like this, will people be able to see it? By the time we were done, because we hadn't really flubbed up, and I didn't cuss.
Not, or at least not bad.
Yeah. I didn't say the F word. That's probably...
Yeah, we're trying to refrain for a bit.
So we were tired, and it was a big, hairy,
Oh, it was
scary
such a
mess.
mess.
And we looked at each other and said, F it. It's
It's
good
fine.
enough. It's
It
good.
works.
We're not professionals. We're just doing this. So, okay.
Yeah.
So, that's why... That's why it was all like it was. Not to say that it's going to be any better.
Yeah, that's
But it
true.
maybe explains why we were kind of, well, we're going to do that too. You know, oh, should we do this? Because
Yeah.
I was worried we had said our city, how much, you know, because my husband is really weird and he doesn't want to expose any of our personal
Because
information.
it is the internet. I mean, you know.
Like, I'm going to try really hard not to say his name, his proper name. I'm going to just say my husband, your dad,
Yeah.
our personal chef,
Yeah.
Flosstube expert, director, gardener,
Yep.
goofy guy. Goofy guy would be good.
Yeah.
Because he likes Disney, Christmas, Lord of the Rings,
Mm-hmm.
and food.
Yeah.
So, ooh.
Oh,
So-
what a good segue.
So I had, are you done?
Yes.
So I had some, this is where doing this Flosstube thing has really helped me put my ass in gear, because I actually finished some stuff that I probably wouldn't have before because I was not enjoying myself. And stitching is supposed to be fun, but I was so close, and it was a gift, and I kind of made it public, and he saw it, so I had to finish it.
There was cursing with this.
There was. I didn't enjoy the actual stitch of the little bowl, and there were errors on the chart. And I went back, it was an Etsy chart, and I went back to the chart to see if maybe, I don't really know how they make corrections like on Etsy charts. You can go to a designer's website, and sometimes they have corrections on charts, but nothing. And I didn't see anybody making in their reviews, nobody made any comments about having an error in the chart. So maybe everybody used the little eensy weensy color chart, and I was...
Or would it have been Pattern Keeper?
Oh,
Did
maybe.
we use that? Maybe?
I don't know.
Because we print it out and we highlight as we
Yeah, I
stitch.
do the black and white version, and I highlight. So that's the chart that I use to stitch. Anyway, that's a really long story saying I'll never, ever, ever, ever stitch this again.
It looks really nice.
I had a couple of her other patterns in my favorites on Etsy, and I quickly deleted them, and I'm very sad because one I really, really liked a lot. Also, just in my opinion, when you look at this, when I look at this, I see a bowl of little turds. Okay?
We said it was like a cantaloupe, right?
In a dirty cantaloupe bowl.
Dirty cantaloupe.
That's what I see.
Floating turds in a dirty cantaloupe.
So maybe I shouldn't have said anything, but here you go.
See, the finished one looks really nice, though. The words you enjoyed.
I love stitching the words. It's a beautiful font. They were easy to stitch. I did change out the floss in the words because, I don't know. She had charted it with one of the weird browns, and to me, I just wanted the words to be a little bit different. So I used some of my magical color and cotton floss, one of their mist dyes, which is beautiful. So I used that. I'm glad it's done. Oh, and I also added
Oh, right, because it's...
Tolkien's name down
can you
here.
get it closer?
I don't know. Can I? Can you see it? I
No,
can't
go
see it.
up.
Oops.
Yeah. Yeah. And then here... Oh, where's my finger? There's the dirty cantaloupe with the floating turds. We still don't really know what food that is supposed to be. We're thinking it's supposed to be some kind of stew, maybe?
Yeah, like chunks of meat.
But here's the thing. Why would you make the bowl the same color as the contents? Because it wouldn't be a glass bowl.
No, it would either be wooden or it could
like
be like
crockery.
a pewter. Yeah, I mean it would not be the same color. Anyway,
Oh well.
it's done now, and now I just have to
The
get it framed.
recipient, I think, will really, really like it.
Yeah.
And that's one of our favorite quotes. That's from The Hobbit,
Yes.
Right, yeah.
So it's called Marry Your World, and after I talk shit about her, I'm going to give you all the information. It's called Marry Your World by Rebecca Leoty on Etsy. It's stitched on 32 count Perman. I don't have the name from Color and Cotton, DMC, and like I said, misdyed M1038 for the text. And up until the bowl, I was really enjoying it.
You were.
So, anyway, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
I was
something.
going to say, and it could also be just a mismatch between a designer and a stitcher. I mean, because I think another thing she didn't like, which I get, there was a lot of confetti stitching in that.
Yeah, for that little tiny thing, but whatever.
So.
I become very dismissive when I'm just, yeah. Another stitch that I started in June. It was a June start. No, it was a May start. May start.
May the 4th.
May the 4th, and I finished it. Oh, I don't know how I have my little tag, but I finished it pretty quickly. This is from the Witchy Stitcher, and it is...
Let me try again. Can you tell the
I know, the
moon,
fabric.
The fabric and the moon is stitched in a toile. I'm trying to show you guys. Can you tell?
Maybe you can kind of see a little bit of shimmer. Yeah, I did change out the colors for the font because the fabric that I used, the words blended in too much, and I wanted to use a toile.
Because she loves a toile.
I do. Anyway, that was a really fun stitch. How could it not be? Because it's Star Wars. It's Witchy Stitcher. I love the fabric. But I found some more spacey fabric from, what is it?
I don't remember. It's
Fabric Flare.
Oh, is that the one? I don't remember.
Oh, well. Doesn't have anything to do with today's thumb. Anyway, I found some, so I'm going to stitch on that.
Because this might shock you guys, but she is looking for more space fabric for other Star Wars related designs.
I'm looking for something to stitch my Falcon.
And that's the one I told her I would finish if she wasn't done.
Speaking of Witchy Stitcher, I follow her on Instagram, of course. Who wouldn't? And I don't even know. She has a Facebook group, which I don't do Facebook. So I don't even know the backstory. They were talking about some summer and nobody likes it because they're all like little cave trolls and they don't like the heat. Well, I am too.
And vampires, the sunlight.
Yeah. So she created this little pattern, and the first time that I saw it, I actually within 6 hours went and found it or purchased it. And of course I put some etoile in the sunbeams, in the ghosty guy, and in the, if you raise it up a little bit, in the summer sucks, that's a different, like a DMC overdyed or a variegation. Actually, I changed all the colors because I wanted to use Color and Cotton.
Yeah, which is her favorite.
Oh yeah, and the little bats, I did in etoile. It was fun, except I don't like to stitch with 2 strands on an overdyed 18 count because it's too squishy. But when I looked at it, when I stitched it with just 1 strand, it was a little bit too sparse. This is Shadow by Picture This Plus. I love this fabric.
I do too. It's so pretty. Can you guys see the light? So pretty. I
have used every inch of this fat quarter that I got.
And yeah, because this is like your little scrap, right?
Yeah, I mean, because obviously I didn't give myself very much border. I don't care. I wanted to use it. It's so pretty.
It's
anyway,
really pretty.
Cute. Totally us, actually, because we hate the summer. We hate the brightness. We hate the heat. I really hate the sweating.
It's really unpleasant.
Let's see. I just hate it. I like tomatoes.
I was gonna say, all that being said, the fruit selection and options, that's the one redeeming.
Yeah, I like tomatoes and I like corn.
I like the fruits.
I'm already getting tired of zucchini. It is the second week of July, and I am freaking tired of zucchini. He brought in 3 zucchini today. And
we have our own little garden.
We have one zucchini plant. He brought in 3 zucchini. He goes, this one got a little big. And he goes, but these 2, how would you like it cooked? I don't care. And he goes, okay, my choice. Mm-hmm.
It's not that it's bad. It's just,
every day. Every day there's
it's a lot. And we don't have like a long list of ways to cook it. We're going to try more this summer, but
okay. So anyway, moving right along.
Moving on.
There is on Instagram, there is a hashtag Stitch for Sage Sal. And she is the designer, owner, creator,
artist
of Night Spirit Studio. She's been involved dealing with some major health issues for a couple, 3 years now. Mm-hmm. We love her designs.
Oh yes,
I love her. What I know of her personality and philosophy. Yes. I wish I had a magic wand, and I would just bink and all of the shit that she's gone through would magically disappear. But what I can do is buy her patterns, mm-hmm. which I
from her website.
Yes. Download. So instantaneously, mm-hmm. instant gratification.
We support her on Patreon.
Yes.
And you get exclusive patterns. Mm-hmm. They're very, very cool.
Yes. I have purchased from her for so long and so much that I throw things in my cart that I already have, but that's okay because her prices, they're very, very reasonably priced.
Yeah.
So this is one that I did not have. It's very rare. I did change out the colors because étoile.
Can you guys tell she likes étoile?
Okay.
What's the étoile? So I should get it.
I think it's the silver for the little scissors. And it is the skulls on the side. I don't know.
I don't know if you guys can see it, but...
And it's on a scrap piece of Haunted. Your scrap piece that you gave me.
Oh, yeah, by Picture This Plus. Mm-hmm. So pretty. Here,
and is that an 18 count or 6? No, I think that was 16 count.
Was it 18 count.
Oh, yeah, because a lot of that I did stitch with one thread.
And then we also noticed when we were practicing, hopefully you can see this, when we're watching as we're recording, it looks blurry and not super bright, and then when we rewatch it, it looks fine. So if it seems like we're like really trying to get it close, it's because it looks blurry to us. So yeah. There's some behind the scenes for you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so the étoile was this. Oh, in the little coffin. Oh. Anyway, so I stitched this in a couple of days, and I did that hashtag, and Saturday the 8th of July was, they were kind of, on Instagram, they were trying to promote her a little bit more, go and buy some of her stuff, but it's just not for Saturday. It's any day. And if you're remotely curious, because she's kind of got all over the place, go and look at her stuff. It's really, really gorgeous stuff. And if nothing else, even if you don't ever want to stitch it,
you can support her.
Yeah, it is.
It can join your collection of patterns.
Yes. So that is everything that I finished stitching since the last time we filmed Flosstube. Mm-hmm. For me, the Chronic Starter, that's really, really good. I know those aren't really big pieces except for that little bowl of turds, but that was almost nearly done anyway, so it's...
Well, and I don't think that we do, like, those huge samplers. We don't do big patterns like that.
And even the Hades that I have, they're quick stitch, they're minis. Yeah. I think I only have one, and I'm not even I just bought it because it was so pretty. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I'll ever start it because that is really, really daunting to me. Mm-hmm. I will start the Falcon though. Yes. Make no mistake about that. Next year. That's a 2024 start. Okay, so
Do you want to do your other?
oh yeah, so last time I said that
They're right in front of her.
last time I said I have been stitching for over 40 years, and I don't care about finishing unless it's a gift. So I'm a process stitcher and I enjoy stitching, so that's what I do. And then I tuck everything away and I roll it up and try to keep it neat and tidy. So I have several finished stitched items. So I thought that what I would do is kind of share those. I hate share. Show those. I'll show those. I know, isn't that weird? I'm weird about share because to me it's like we have that at work all the time. The team will share their blah, blah, blah. And
Well, then say show and tell.
I'm going to say show and tell because I'm in kindergarten. That's where you learn most things anyway. Anyway, I really, 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 really like Prairie Schooler and Cricket Collection. I have a lot of both of those designers because they were probably the first designers I found when I discovered that you could buy something other than a kit. Yeah. So I don't know how this is going to show up because.
Do you want to do the letters like on here?
Yeah. Here. You just want to use your envelope. So
my envelope is really good, guys.
I wasn't really. I don't know. I'm thrifty, cheap. So this piece of scrap
And you just
fabric.
direct me.
You can go forward because I want to see the little.
Am I in frame?
Up higher. And just there. So this is Cricket Collection Beach. I stitched this, I don't even know how long ago. Called for fabrics, or called for color. The fabric was mine because, like I said, I had a scrap of what would work. And as you can see, the E is, well, that's coming out pretty good. It is almost the same color as the fabric, but it was fun. One day I'll, I don't know what I'll do. I see a lot of people doing these, I don't know what it's called. They don't frame it.
Isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't want to restitch it because look at how they mat it on some fabric is what they're doing. They're not actually framing it in like a traditional frame. So I'm probably going to do something like that. They're kind of awkward because they're long and skinny. But Cricket Collection,
Very pretty.
is just so cool. Well, I guess I should have taken some of these clips off.
You're busy talking.
I know, I was very, very, very busy talking. So we talked a little bit about how cute Frosted Pumpkin is. I think I did this, I don't know when I did this, last year maybe. So tiny. And you'd think I could just sew that up into a little stinking pillow. But he didn't. It's their...
It's so cute.
I don't know, what is it?
It was their
farmer's
berry
market
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that they did, I don't know if it was this one, they did a tutorial about how to finish it too.
Well, and that's just it. I know how to finish it. I just don't.
Oh my gosh, so cute.
Yeah, their stuff is really adorable.
I don't know, can you get the fabric? Oh, here, this is true for the fabric.
Oh yeah, because it's a yellow
It's
color.
kind of hard to see.
It's some scrappy linen, so
Yeah.
I'm not going to have any of that information because I have a lot of scrap packs that
She's
I had
thrifty.
gotten from different stores, and then if I cut anything down, I save it.
Mm-hmm.
This is, oh my gosh, is this like consignment for Witchy Stitcher? This is another Witchy Stitcher. Mary and Fright. It is Christmas, but it's a scary Christmas, and this represents my marriage because he is oh so merry and Christmassy, and you know, all the Christmas music and Christmas tree, and I'm not. I'm not so much bloody, but I am the Fright part. And I love this because Mary is him, Fright is me, and do you see the three snowflake skulls. You can see them.
Oh, okay.
And those are done in a toile.
Oh, I don't know if I could catch it.
I know you can. Those totally represent my parasite daughter.
Hey!
Right here. Okay. I had a good time doing that. This is, and this is also on Picture This Plus.
Oh, yeah.
Murky.
Okay, don't move it.
Oh, yeah, because you're supposed to focus. I was trying to do the whole vibey thing. Oh my god, it's another one.
I promise this is not like a paid promotion.
I just picked some stuff. I didn't really think about it because...
We can't help it that Witchy Stitcher's designs are amazing and beautiful.
So the Summer Sucks one, I told you it was a scrap of something else. This is the other part of that scrap. And this is from Witchy Stitcher. And the really, really, I think, phenomenal thing, pardon me, I have allergies. This is a freebie on her website.
Yeah,
It's
guys, this is a freebie.
Beautiful. And this was pre me understanding about a toile, because that blood moon portion would have been in a toile if I had had anything. But this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And again, on shadow from Picture This Plus, 18 count, DMC colors. Her freebies. There are some that, I won't stitch because it's not my thing, but there are plenty that are just fantastic. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Okay, this one I dated.
Oh, yeah. She taught me when I first started stitching to do your initials and do the date, the year, the last two numbers of the year, in the corner, and that's a good way to keep track. And as she's looking through her stuff, I asked her, "What happened? These aren't dated." She said, "Eh." So,
do as I say,
yeah,
not as I do. Okay, so she used to have a shop called Shakespeare's Peddler. She still has. That's her designer name.
It's pretty.
Kitten Stitcher. She goes by Kitten Stitcher now. And I purchased a lot of her designs when she was designing with her friend under the name Raise the Roof. This is, I think, one of her first Jenny Bean collections, and I purchased the chart, and I did purchase all of the colors, all of the called for colors, because she had a little pack. And I think honestly it was just kind of like probably Weeks or Gentle Arts that they renamed like Old Blood, and it was fun. So I purchased the flosses, and this is one that I think I was almost monogamous on because I loved it so much.
It's so pretty.
And this is probably one of the first things I'll ever have framed because I do love it so much.
And you did this in 2010.
Yes, so it's 13 years old. And that's just how I roll.
One of my favorite things I'm finding is this motif, the willow.
The willow, yeah.
With especially morning.
Night Spirit Studios has a beautiful pattern with a willow.
Oh yeah, like a morning willow, or MOURN.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this is a sampler, isn't it?
Oh, and okay, I know we held it up and stuff, but the thing that I really, really loved a lot is the little verse. And I can't read it, but it made me laugh. And it's so very true.
Yeah, we can't read backwards. So you can.
When I am dead and in my grave and all my bones are rotten, if this you see, pray think of me, or I will be forgotten. My bones won't rot because they're going to be ashed and poofed away.
Probably.
But this will hang in Brianne's home forevermore.
Yeah.
Caw, caw.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, okay.
You're gonna make some viewers deaf.
Oh, sorry. I forget about the noises. It took me a long time to understand about zippers. I heard people, Flosstubers going, sorry about the zipper. And I'm thinking it's just a zipper. Why are you, a zipper makes the zipper sound. And the plastic bags and the crinkling. And then I heard somebody say, I know a lot of you use earphones or earbuds, and then it's like, because then it would be in your head. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I could see where that's startling and stuff. So we're trying to be thoughtful.
But we also do want to like keep it neat and tidy. So thoughtful, but within reason.
Because, we have a cat. Anyone with a cat, the cat fur gets all into... And it's hard when you're doing, like, dark
and you have a white cat.
Which is our situation. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's Joey everywhere. Joey.
I am in a different room when I stitch.
And Joey.
And, yeah, he is never next to me when I stitch.
Because you go and kiss him and you bring Joeyness with you.
I don't...
Much to
I'll have to include a picture somehow. We'll figure it out.
Oh,
because
that artisty one.
If you see him, he is so adorable. It is physically painful to not smoosh on him and hug him. Physically painful for me to not just love on him.
Okay, I love Joey a lot, but Joey is a cat. He's a cat with rust spots. He's cute. Most cats are cute. Brianne goes really, really overboard with, I love him. He's the cutest cat ever.
He's the most handsome boy in the world.
But I'm sure all of your guys' cats are just so cute.
Well, yeah, it does get tricky because I believe he is the most handsome boy in the world, but
he's okay.
I also know that for the most part, every cat is the most handsome or most beautiful cat in the world. Yeah. So it is hard. But yeah, I'll figure out how to put a picture of him because he's so cute. Yeah, and so he's
big
such
part
a gentleman.
Of our lives.
Yeah. So you want to do whips now?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
I'll go first. So I had already started this, and I think I shared this last time, but this is what I was doing for Stitch for Stage. And here is the finished one, the bat skeleton. And I am very happy. I made a lot of progress on this one. Too much stuff.
I know, we almost need a U shape.
I know, because we have too much stuff.
Do you need clips or do you have clips?
I have clips. Thank you. Again, none of this is iron, but I think you'll still be able to see. It's fine. Here she is. Oh my gosh, she's still beautiful, amazing. I've enjoyed every single stitch in her. Even though the color palette is basically browns, creams, white, this has just been so much fun to stitch.
Yeah, you've talked about how much you've enjoyed stitching. Once you fixed her one arm.
Yeah, I was one. I needed basically like 3 spaces, and I had 2, and I thought it's not gonna matter. But then I decided no, I should just do it correctly.
She looks so good.
I love it, and this is on. I don't remember. It's Picture This Plus.
Isn't this the Haunted?
Is this no? That's what we've.
I think it's Haunted.
I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and put it in the description box. I thought we were showing Haunted.
Because my little scissors one. Is this? Oh no, that's okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's probably something with Stormy or Cloud, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'll figure it out and I'll include that in the description.
Yeah, she's looking good.
Yeah, that is another thing. I think I'm working on 2 or 3 of Night Spirit Studio patterns, and they're all different kinds of stitching and stuff. They're all fun to stitch. I love the finished design, the pattern, obviously, but I also really enjoy stitching on
Yeah,
them.
they're very enjoyable to stitch. Some patterns are gorgeous, but they are a booger to stitch.
Yeah.
Hers, everything that I've stitched of hers, I have really enjoyed the actual stitching part.
Yes. Which is always nice because you spend so much time
Do you want this
stitching.
one? Do you want this bigger?
No, I want my envelope. I left my envelope.
Yep, use your little inadequate envelope.
Don't be rude to my envelope. So, this is the, I forget what it's called, Cabinet of Curiosities, Sal, by the Stitch Crypt. I did show this last time. I don't know if you guys remember, but out here is where I took the black line. Had to fix that, so I fixed it. This is the first clue. I was able to complete that whole thing. This was the second one. I managed to do most of the inner frame for everything up there. And then I started working on the dreaded frame that is, what did I say? 8 to 10 columns wide. Mostly DMC 400. It's not hard stitching. I just got tired of it. And then this is on Haunted.
Yeah, it's more greeny, huh?
Yeah. So this one is my very first Sal that I've tried stitching kind of along the schedule. I will show you where the Sal currently is. I have decided through this, I'm not really going to keep up with the schedule as is. I am going to kind of stitch on my own schedule.
Oops, I said his name.
What? Okay, he's just
staring at us.
Staring. So this is where the Sal currently is. So this was the first one that I've stitched. This is the second one that I've started stitching. It's like really, see, to us it's really washing it out and making it bright.
It's coming back in.
So
it's hard to tell.
Yeah. I really like the design. I was so happy when I saw color. I was just getting really demoralized by here's the culprit. DMC 400. You need 3 skeins. 3 skeins of 310. So it was a lot. So I'm very, very happy that there's other color. I will do that on my own schedule. I'm not gonna rush. I'm gonna just take my time and enjoy it. I started something new, and I don't have a cover page because I don't think the pattern had one. It is my first decent sized full coverage. It's I think 100 by 100. And what did I say this is on? 22?
22 count.
It's my first time stitching on 22 count Ada. Oh, I guess I should just put it up so you can see it. I was really scared to start it, but you can't even tell what this is going to be at all. This is my very first time using tent stitch. I love it. It goes by so quickly. I'm very, very happy. This is 3 days worth, and when I say days, each day was a few hours of stitching. This is 3 days worth of stitching. All of this is going to be filled in with DMC 939, which is like dark black avocado green or something. This pattern is Spike from Buffy. It is going to be a bunch of greens. Thank you. These are going to be the green. I don't know if you can see. Can't see because it's all plastic. But we're going to have light color greens. I don't need as much because I'm doing the tent stitch, but you needed like 3 or 4 934, 310, which is all I've done on this so far. I'm really, really enjoying it.
It's gone by really quick.
It has. After this, I've been trying to figure out how I can do tent stitch more because it's going by so quickly.
Yeah.
And we were talking, when it's up like on a wall, you can't, like, you know, this is going to be up on the wall. You won't be able to tell that it's not
a true cross stitch.
Yeah.
And like so many floss tubers I've seen who do tent stitch, when you're holding it up 2 inches away from your face, you see that, oh, my fabric is showing through. But when you hold it out where it would be if you were looking at it as a frame piece, you would never see that. And she is enjoying it and really making fast progress, which is what her type of stitcher needs, is that
almost instant gratification. And then my mom got me this awesome needle minder, which is perfect for the project. And I think she got it for me before I started this. So it was just very fortuitous. And those are all my whips.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hadn't...
Oh, because you finished stuff. You were working on stuff that you finished.
And I was more reading physical books this last month than stitching. Oh, I don't know where to put this. It's gonna go on the ground. I see where Flosstuber's like, they just dropped it. It's fine.
I know. I think that U-shaped thing is a good idea. Okay, so I am keeping up with today's date is the July 9th. So Friday we got the 6 Planting Deadly Beauties Part 1 from the Greenhouse of Oddities Sal by Lola Crow. And I'm keeping up with this because I'm determined to keep up with this.
Yep.
It is a beautiful design, but you know what? I was wanting to bring in, I'm going to keep up with it. That's all I'm going to say. Ooh, can you see it?
Here, let me hold it back.
So this is the part I'm working on now. There's a little, the moth with the...
Oh, the
hawk,
skull moth?
Death moth, whatever. And then there's another one down here, or here, I don't know. It's weird. It's called, I could tell you right now. It's called Doll's Eyes. So just picture that. The moth is the Dead's Head hawk moth. And then the Angel's Trumpet or Angel's Tears I have stitched. I just need to do a little bit of back stitching. So I'm keeping up with that. It is on 32 count sage linen from Vintage Needle Arts. I'm using the called for DMC except for black and white, which I'm swapping out with Anchor black and white.
It's looking really good.
And then the needle minder, the Nightshade is from, oh my gosh, Mad for Minders on Etsy. And I thought that was a perfecto.
Yes, it's very appropriate.
Needle minder for this particular stitch.
We have really gotten into needle minders.
Oh my gosh.
Her especially.
I get all...
We're very judgy, and it's like, we don't need a needle minder, or we just need one. She would just put her needle in her fabric, and now it's like, well, no, we kind of get having a needle minder for every single project.
It's ridiculous. I know it's ridiculous.
But it's fun. It's pretty.
This next one. Ooh.
Ow. Oh, sorry. I just hit the table. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you. Because
we don't want to show the pattern.
And I have it all taped all weird.
Yeah.
So this one is Welcome to Diagon Alley by Country Magic Stitch. I'm doing all of the DMC, called for DMC, and it's on 20 count Ada blue cashmere. I have been booking on this. Oh my gosh, it looks really...
She's made a lot of progress on this. Looks really good. And then she's got her little, here's my finger. Stitchy cauldron or witchy cauldron needle minder.
Yeah, you got that for me for my birthday.
Oh, I remember. Here, let me hold it.
Yeah.
Here's the needle minder. So pretty.
It is.
And then, yeah, here's some.
I am continuing to work on this because I would like to complete this, the stitching part, always the stitching part, we're in July, so I would like to have it finished by no later than mid-August, because in September I'm going to start the Hogwarts Express by the same designer. This is now Gringotts and the dragon had a lot of confetti in comparison to her designs generally. So, and I stitched in the wrong color a couple places and I had to rip it out on 20 count, and that was very sad. But I really, really, really enjoy stitching her patterns. And it feels like you're stitching for days and days and you're making no headway, and then you look down and it's like, oh my God, I got this half of the building, it's done. So that's kind of where I am now.
Yeah, it just looks really good.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. I
think I'm not going to worry about trying to put things away because...
At least not right now.
Yeah. And by the same designer. Oh, here, I'll take that. This is Tatooine. And do I have this? By Country Magic Stitch. This is on 20 count ivory from Zweigart. Called for DMCs. It's just really orange. Really orange. It's going quicker than I thought too.
Yeah, I remember after a while you had picked it up and you were telling me, oh, I have way more done.
I was shocked when I pulled it out of the project bag because it's like, oh my God, did I get that much done? And I can't remember who did this needle minder.
I don't remember.
I'll tell you and you can...
Oh, okay. Did you show the needle minder?
Didn't I show the needle minder?
I mean, like close up.
Oh, show the needle minder with the needle way...
Because we didn't want to knock it off while we were moving everything. It works.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's... The two new starts that I had for June, I did start. And here's the first one, Carolyn Manning, Ocean Deep.
So pretty.
It is so pretty. And this is such a fun stitch because it's not like it's mindless, but it's kind of mindless.
I've heard a lot of people call her stuff like comfort stitching.
Yeah, it's almost like a Zen meditative thing. You have the whole action of pulling the floss, but it's not like you're having to stress or work really hard following a chart and like no confetti and stuff. And I just like geometrics. So
you do.
This is on 20 count. I think this is the gray from Zweigart. And DMC colors, they're gorgeous. And it's really, really fun. Actually, when I was doing that little bowl of turds afterwards, I would stitch this
is her treat.
As a treat because, oh, that other one just made me so, and this one just calmed me down.
And plus the colors are
The colors
soothing.
are so soothing. Yeah. And isn't that needle minder really terrific? It's a little jellyfish. And I will show you later more from these needle minder makers, because they are my favorite.
These the
Australian guys. Yeah. Oh. Okay, so it's just trying to attach to my...
It's very strong needle minder.
But I have found that there are some needle minders that are actually too strong.
They try and grab your scissors when you like trim the thread and stuff.
This is another one. This is another. Oh, this is a May start. What am I talking about, huh?
Yeah, this was me.
The very end of May start. And this is, oh my gosh, I'm a broken record. Country Stitch. What is it? Country Magic Stitch. This is Rivendell. And
so pretty.
I am using DMC called for colors, except on the lacy part of the buildings. I'm going to swap out with white and accrue a 12. And this is what I've started. And this is on that, we said last time, we didn't really understand the gridded.
Yeah.
Easy grid. But I bought a yard of it, I think, or half a yard.
Yeah, you bought some to try.
And so, you know, I'm going to use it. I get the concept, I really do, but I don't know if it's just the way I stitch, or it could be also that these designs are very chunky blocks of color, and I don't really need the grid so much. But I've used it just because I paid for it, so I'm going to use that damn grid.
Yeah.
So it's. Oh, and then this is another needle minder by my favorite needle minder makers, the Australian men. And Teddy, their Corgi. He's in charge of everything.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, you know what? This is all going to spill that way. And I'll have just an idea. Here is a July start. And you'll never guess the designer.
Wait, do you guys want to guess? Yeah, you're right. Witchy Stitcher again, because why not?
Because I'm doing Christmas in July.
Yeah.
I've never done that before, so I'm doing Christmas in July, and I told my husband, I go, oh, I'm doing Christmas in July, and he goes, oh, okay. And then I whip this out, and he goes, is that blood? It's like, yes it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
and,
cute.
And here's my wee little start. This is on Black Magic by Vintage Art.
Yeah, Vintage Needle Arts.
It's a 32 count Lugana, and I'm stitching on what they consider the wrong side because I wanted the more modeling. Oh, that's pretty clear.
Actually, that is, and that's a really true color.
All DMC, except of course I'm going to use some Etoile for the.
And then her needle minder.
For some of the blood, and I think for his icing. The needle minder is again a needle minder from my favorite needle minder makers.
If
who
you
are
can't
called
tell,
Ginger Stitch AU. They're in Australia.
If you can't tell by now, when she finds a designer, company, whatever business that she likes, she's very good about being a repeat customer.
Yeah. Unless they do gore.
You're gonna topple that now.
I don't like them. I know. I'm just
You're living on the edge.
This is another Christmas in July start that I haven't started yet. But here is the fabric. It's so pretty. And it is 32 count Lugana Sunflower from Vintage Needle Arts.
Am I on the... Are you... Which side are you?
No, I'm going to stitch on the plain side. Or on the right, what they consider the right side.
Yeah.
That's kind of pale. It's a orangey yellow, but it is pale.
The sunflower title, I think, is pretty good.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever stitched anything.
I don't know.
By the little stitcher, but I love a lot of her patterns.
Mm-hmm.
My husband really likes the Christmas Carol.
Yeah, he does.
And I just have been looking for a long time because I don't like all of the designs. Mm-hmm. And I found these and I thought, ooh, and then I thought, ooh, if I could sub out some Etoile in there, because that seems to be a real focus for me. So I'm excited. I'm going to start that in July sometime. And then I am showing, we don't really, Brianne really doesn't like whip parades. And now that we've actually done some Flosstube,
that's too much work.
We can't even imagine how much work they are. And then I think I mentioned last time, my whips are everywhere.
Yeah.
So I don't even know if I could track down all my whips. I don't know if I could locate them all. But I have some, so that what you just saw is my regular rotation. I'm working on them every week. Sometimes more than one day a week. Because I don't do Whipco or
No, she
Mania
doesn't really do
or,
like challenges or...
Because I'm a mood stitcher, and so whatever mood I'm in. But I have a lot of whips, and so sometimes I'll rediscover things, and it's good to have a
table.
To have a poor memory, because it's like, oh, it's like Christmas again. I get completely delighted with things that I have started and I've forgotten about. So then it's like, oh, look, I can do this some more. Oh, and then there's some props to this. So wait a minute, just a minute.
Yes. Can I show this? Okay, so this is what she's working on.
And I'll tell you, because I think it all is important to understand the props. I am stitching this on 40 count River Willow, and I'm using Rustic Black by Coloring Cotton. And this is, I started this last November for the Black Sampler November by Modern Folk, by Jacob of Modern Folk Embroidery. And
it's very pretty.
I love it.
I love the quote.
It's beautiful.
A good quote.
This is how I have, and I have a beautiful light. I have a daylight. I use it. It's this long, skinny one. It's made for crafters and artists. 4 settings. I use the highest setting. It's got this long goose neck. I have it literally on top of my work. So these are my glasses that, I'm supposed to use. So I use these. I had cataract surgery last year. So anyway. But in order for me to work on 40 count, I whip these babies out and do this. Oh, I can't even see anything.
Yeah.
But I can see this to stitch on this. And, okay, I can't even see. So that's the little treat Brianne gets when she waltzes into the craft room, and I'm working on this little Modern Folk Embroidery. I am so enjoying this. I'm stitching this 1/2 40 count. I love it, but I cannot see it. I can't see it. So I have to do this double thing, which I know a lot of stitchers do. It's not like it's a novel idea, but then I can't see anything else, right? Because who could? And it's really hard on my ears and my nose. I'm trying to get the little cheapy cheaters, but it's just all heavy on my petite nose. But I am kind of booking through this. I'm very pleased with my progress, and I think I'm actually going to get this thing finished before November so that I can start on yet another one in November.
I think so. So there's that. I think you can do it.
I think I can too, because once I actually start stitching, it goes pretty quickly.
Yeah, because you enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. So this leads me to believe, and it's very dangerous, I kind of like Quaker designs. Oh, Quakers. And I don't have Quakers because, I don't think I like Quakers. I like Quakers.
Are those all your whips?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Got another hibernating whip.
Oh.
This is probably one of the first ones that I saw from her, and I went gaga. So I didn't even know she had stuff like Ocean Deep. I just saw this one, and I thought, I need to do this.
Very, very pretty.
Very pretty. And this is the cool thing, in the instructions, the call for color, there are multiple colors of a toile. And I didn't have to modify anything. Just, get you some toile. So that's what I've done so far. It is fun. It's not as meditative as the her patchworky geometric designs, but it is fun because, you know, I mean, once you kind of get one of the rings going, you're just basically following it. And obviously, no confetti stitching here. And I think I wrote down stuff. Maybe I didn't. I know it's a Lugana, but I don't. This is way before I ever thought that I would be doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of the 12. I wonder if I can.
It's a 32 count Lugana, and I'm thinking it's just just a plain grayish blue thing.
I don't
Something
know if you
that
could see it's sparkly.
Something that I got for, oh, you know what? That might have been Stormy Gray, Stormy Night. That Weigart that you see a lot. I got it from 123 Stitch, so it's
pretty accurate.
Yeah, it does.
Very
it is easy to be found. So that's it for my long time multitude of whips.
Okay. Do you want to do your haul? Or do you want
No,
me
because
to?
I'm exhausted and I need a little break.
Okay, so our filming was a little odd with the last video. We filmed it towards the end of May, but not exactly the end of May. So in between that video and this one, I had my birthday, and I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled only child.
Yeah, she's an only child.
So I was, I don't like to say blessed, but I was super lucky to get a lot of really cool gifts. And we tend to go and look at each other's 123 Stitch with wish list. So she looked at mine and she got stuff. So it's kind of like, oh, I like this. And it's like, well, yeah, because you favorited it. So I'll start with, as I said, she's been doing a lot of needle minders. So when she gets some for her, she gets some for me. So it works out really well. These are from Top Knot Stitcher. They're so cute. I've never seen Rugrats before. I love that show. It's such a good job on the needle minders. We'll see how well this works because they get everywhere.
I know, they just glom onto each other like nobody's business.
Here are a couple Harry Potter related ones.
That's
very,
from
very cute.
Elkhorn Lab on Etsy.
Yeah.
And she sent a handwritten thank you note.
Mm-hmm.
And if she had more to buy, I would buy it for that hand. See, manners count. Manners matter.
Here's
my favorite.
Yeah, these are her favorite. They're so cute. I'm trying not to get the glare. They're so cute. They're metal. I really like them. They're very, very cute. They're strong magnets. They're not too strong. And I forgot who this one is, but these are like double-sided. So each side
has a design. Yeah.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter which side you do. And then of course, I love, if you remember from last video, I love tie-dye. So, very, very cool. And then, I don't know who this is.
That's her. That's her card.
Oh, okay. Gina's Unique Needle Minders.
And she has a ton to choose from.
You guys, waffles and pumpkin pie. I want to do a Parks and Rec cross-stitch design with the quote, waffles friends work, you know. Oh, see? They're very strong magnets.
They are.
And so that would be the perfect needle minder for whenever I start that. Okay. And these, you showed some of yours. What is this? Mad for Minders. Very, very cute.
She has a lot of designs too.
Yeah. Very, very cute. The best ones. Supernatural, if you don't know. So cool. Okay. So those, I don't think those are all the needle minders she got me, but I didn't want the video to be 3 hours, so I had to pare down. These will be really hard to see because it's in plastic. These are the little clippies. Like, oh, how do you see? Okay. These are little clippies. And you can't see it, but they're all different colors and they're sparkles. So, and I love sparkles, so she got me, I think, all the colors that the shop on Etsy had. Love those.
I dropped one.
I heard you drop it.
Let me just not touch them.
That could be yours. And then she got me some Mill Hill kits. I don't know if you can see them. I started working on a Mill Hill kit last year, and I was enjoying it, but I do not care for stitching. This is so really hard to see without a glare, so it's going to be glary.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy stitching on the perforated paper. It never occurred to me. You heard somebody on Flosstube, and I don't know if you had tried it before. Don't stitch on the perforated paper. Stitch on Ada. And it's like, oh my gosh, you can do that. So these ones I'm going to stitch on Ada because I like the designs. They're so cute. The other thing, I think they're giving me too much credit that I'm not going to mix up the DMC floss. Yeah. So that gets a little dicey.
It'll be fine.
And then some of the best stuff. I got fabric. Oh, so beautiful. I think it's all Picture This Plus. This is a 16 count Ada Legacy. Beautiful. That's pretty accurate. It's very, very light, subtle.
Because Brianne's building her stash now.
Yes. And I'm trying to do more subtle fabrics because I tend to like really bright, loud colors. And while those work for very specific projects, they don't work for most projects. This is Demoiselle 16 count Ada. Again, Picture This Plus.
And you don't see the purpley pinky.
Yeah, it's got pinky purple variegation. It's pretty. Just trust us. Oh, and Haunted, which I'm sure you could tell we like. So pretty. So perfect for so many like gothy, dark stitches. Enough that it goes with the flosses. It doesn't overwhelm them, and it adds a little bit of visual interest beyond just plain black Ada, which is also not my favorite to stitch on. This is 18 count Ada Monet.
Oh, that's so pretty, and it's not looking as, it looks more purple, but it's pinky.
Yeah. It's
real life,
really
it's
pretty.
pink. It's very, very pretty.
Yeah, it's so pretty. A couple of these I've already started thinking of projects that I could put on them, but I'm not entirely sure. And then, yes, there's more, because as I said, I'm spoiled. I got my first ever Quirky Quaker. They're so cute. I got a little squirrel and a little penguin.
Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching. She had some surgery and she was very limited in what she could stitch, so it had to be small in a hoop, and she couldn't move her arms very well. And she did all of the Quirky Quakers that she had, and she has a lot of them.
Yeah.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
And she did it where she would do like fancy floss, and she would do like 2 or 3 colors, and they look really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this one, I just happened, oh, I can take it out, huh? I just happened to find on 123 Stitch, and it's really cute, but I mostly love it for the name. It's so cute. Can you see the name? Muella DeVille. They have a whole series of Halloween animals in costume. It's so cute. Oh, and then, speaking of cute, I love corgis. I don't know that I'll ever get one. Oops, I keep touching the computer. Because the universe knows that I would spoil it. I would hold it all the time. It would weigh 300 pounds. So the universe has said, well, maybe not. So I can stitch a corgi. That'll be fun. And then I'm so excited. My mom got me Garden Glass, Carolyn Manning.
So pretty.
It's I don't know if you can tell, it's a stained glass look, which I love that effect on designs and stuff. And I love all the different colors. And especially after doing a lot of Witchy Stitcher or Night Spirit Studio, these kind of colors are just a really nice treat. And then she also got me all the DMC, the called for DMC, which was so sweet. So that's birthday stuff. And then I wanted some stuff. So I also went shopping at 123 Stitch. It started off where I needed some higher count Ada to practice.
Gosh, 14 count doesn't work for everything.
I am more comfortable. I'm not as afraid of the different counts.
You've matured as a stitcher. You have appreciation for differences.
Yeah. So, like everybody said, you can't just buy one item. Like, it can't travel alone. So, I got...
Because of shipping and handling.
Yeah.
It's $350 or $380.
I got Carolyn Manning, the Egypt design. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I love the colors, the designs, the motifs. It just...
And Carolyn Manning, she does DMC, and it's not like there's 52 colors.
No,
it's like maybe 18 to 24 colors. It's very manageable.
Yeah, it's so pretty. I cannot wait to start that one. And then...
You do it on like a parchment-y color, huh? Did you already buy fabric for that?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No, I have no plans on when I'm going to start, but I'm very excited for when I will. This is 25 count white. You don't need to see it. It's 25 count Lugana.
Mm-hmm.
I am still a little scared. I'm working my way up to it.
She's on 22 count Hardinger fabric right now.
Yeah.
And so, as you know, it's just a titch smaller than that.
Yeah. So this is the 22 count white Ada, 20 count white Ada, and then
that's my favorite
18 count white Ada. And just to keep up my stash, I don't think I got any 14 count this time. I got 16 count rustic or natural. Well, you guys know what that looks like. It's just a really good neutral. And then 16...
Prairie Schooler would look great on that.
And then 16 count oyster. Beigey, basically. I don't know why this is oysters. Oyster's more gray, right?
No, beigey gray. I mean...
Well, it's beigey. Again, really good neutral. And I didn't know what I was getting for my birthday. So I got 18 count Haunted by Picture This Plus.
But that's good because I think I got you 16 count.
Yeah, so multiple counts. It's a fabric I love. That can go with so many things. Can never have enough. I got 16 count Gothic Picture This Plus.
So pretty.
I don't know if it'll pick up.
Because there's some purple.
Yeah.
The purple... I don't know, maybe in the video you will be able to see it. It's pretty good.
It's very, very pretty.
Oh,
I do have a project in mind, but I have to do, the floss toss. I love that. So I have to do the floss toss to make sure that all the colors will show up. And this is Shadow, but it's Picture This Plus, but it's 32 count linen. I've never worked on linen. And like my mom pointed out, it is black, so this may have been a bit too ambitious, but I think it'll be okay.
And if I have to, I'll take it off of her hands.
She's so kind and generous. This is 18 count because I don't have a lot of 18 count. This is 18 count. Picture this plus fog. Is that showing up?
So pretty. I maybe in the video you can see some of the modeling. It's very subtle modeling.
Yeah. It'll be a really good background.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this one, or is it Legacy, for Frosted Pumpkins Homecoming Sal, the castle one. Because their stitch sample, I think they said, is Picture This plus Valor. So.
Oh yeah, Valor's pretty.
Yeah. That's on my haul, and then I only have one quote unquote upcoming. So I don't know. You ready?
Oh yeah, my haul is really quick because my coloring cotton didn't come in time for filming, and I'll just remind you, I get the all color, so it's 10 skeins of their, I guess, regular color, and then I get the 5 primitive group, and then the 5 variegated brights. And then I get a 32 count linen fat quarter of their, I think it's called their all color.
Yeah, I think so.
I tried to check that to make sure I knew what I was talking about. But it did not arrive in time. It ships out from Missouri I believe on the 5th. At least that's when I got my notification. So it'll probably come tomorrow.
Yeah, watch it.
That is the only Flossy related monthly subscription I have. It's kind of spendy, but for me it's worth it because I love their things so very much.
Yes, I do.
I really cut down this year because I keep trying to live like I'm independently wealthy, and I'm not. So I cut down on a lot of my monthly subscriptions. So I kept that one, and then I kept I can't remember what they're called, but I get a scrap bag for my EPP stuff, and that's like $9 a month. So I have no problems with keeping that. I used to belong to a Liberty, monthly Liberty, and I cried when I canceled that because it's Liberty fabric and it's so pretty. But I have a lot, and I'm very grateful for what I have. There, I feel like an 8-year-old saying, "Thank you very much for the pajamas and underwear." Okay, so my haul is quite mature. 1, 2, 3 stitch. This is 20 count, like I said, my very favorite for my little country stitch magic.
Country magic stitch.
That one. Half yard, 20 count, gray. I love it, just gray. So it's just gray. There's no modeling. There's no nothing. It's gray, and I like it because it's not white. White is so stark.
It is very stark.
So I try to not do white. Then I got a couple of. When Brianne was doing her 1, 2, 3 stitch order for herself after receiving her birthday or gifts or whatever. I can see why people fiddle around like this is a mirror. Okay. Anyway, so she got me a treaty treat because I love treaty treats, and I'm always asking for treaty treats.
Yes, she is.
And she very much knows that I love Cricut collections, so she got me this.
Yeah, it's really cute.
It is so cute. I don't know when I'll do her, but she's so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. And then with the fabric, because of the shipping, I want it to be cost effective. I hate it when I can't get free shipping.
She does.
And I know it's not free shipping, but I don't care.
Yeah.
So this was on sale at 1, 2, 3 stitch, and I was so enamored with my Ocean Deep Carolyn Manning that I thought, okay, my husband likes Christmas, so I'll get a Christmas. So these are little. So I have an idea of how I'm going to do them. I'm not going to do them like this. I think I want to do them stretched out.
Oh, like a rectangle more than square?
Yeah, and then I could get some stinky Christmas fabric like he likes and have that whole thing. Yeah.
Christmas is not her favorite holiday.
No, it's not.
Oh, that's right.
And then, so I know that a lot of stitchers love Blackbird designs, and I like them. Before I really even connected that they also did fabric. I don't like their fabric because I don't like that style of fabric or those colors. But there are certain Blackbird designs, cross stitch designs, I really, really like a lot. Right now I'm doing, I can't remember the flyaway one. With the house that you like and the crows.
Oh,
I was going to
yeah.
bring it out here, but
Yeah, it's
I had too many. So I saw this on a Flosstube, and I don't remember who did it, but they did this one, and then they had finished the companion piece, which was an octopus, which I now have found out is out of print, and you'd have to pay just an arm and a leg for it. But then I also heard on another Flosstube, so I know it's got to be real, that they're gonna start reprinting some of the Blackbird designs, some of their out of print designs. So I'm just waiting for that because I really, really like this one, which I have, as you can see. But I also want that. I think it's called Octopus Garden. And I think that they would be very, very cool to be stitched side by side. Well, not side by side, but you know. Displays. Yeah, thank you. And I'd use the same fabric. I don't know.
Yeah, I really like that one.
And then I don't even know what possessed me. I have a couple of these designs, and when I got this one again, I realized, oh, that's why I don't stitch their stuff. They're beautiful. Okay, anyway. I got this. Oh, can you even see it? Okay. It's called the Herb Garden by the Drawn Thread. So pretty.
It's very pretty.
Out of sight of camera, rifle through it. Look at the specialty stitches.
Oh, specialties.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So pretty. It's got about 1 billion colors. And I thought I was getting them all because I didn't read. All I saw was dinky dies. And I said, "Oh, dinky dies, dinky dies." Are you showing the chart?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it made me panic. Because, like,
No,
no.
panic.
No, it's just picture guys.
I love dinky dies. They're so pretty. Silk is so much fun to work with, but it's very, very pricey. And I don't really generally need it. But I got it for this because look at how pretty these are.
They're very pretty.
I don't know. Well,
do you want your little...
Nah, I don't want to. So I got these and the chart. And then I looked at the chart and I went, oh, F word. There's all this other crap that I need. So I thought, well, I am not going to get these because it's the NP.
Can we show that?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the NPI silks. And I'm not, because they're solid colors. And I know they're silks and I know there's a certain sheen to silks and I know all of that. But I'm not going to buy all of those silks when I'll just stitch with DMC. But I did have to get these thread gatherer because they're beautiful.
What are the...
And then I got the conversion.
Oh, Forest of Greens and Sweet Pea. They're very pretty.
Then I did the convert.
Ooh,
well,
this does feel nice.
It's very nice. See, you got to be really careful about that.
Yeah, I've never stitched with
It's
silk.
kind of like, in my opinion, when I think about silks, I think of them as the drugs of cross stitch.
These are really
You get a little taste for them and you go, oh, I like this. And you know, I can afford them and they last a long time. And yeah. So you got to be really, 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 really careful.
I forgot one of my things for home.
So that's going to be actually this is a gift. So I'll do all of these specialty stitches, which is okay. It's not like you can't do them. It's just there's some work, and I'm whiny.
It's a lot of work.
Well, yeah. I'm not really wild about backstitch, and yet I'm going to do some specialty stitches. So, yeah, it'll be fine. And then the last thing that I have to show, because I was so remiss last time, and I only brought oh crap.
Very good magnets.
I only brought this style. Oh. See? Okay, this is just going to be a scary thing.
Separate.
So these are my favorite needle makers, and it's Ginger Stitch AU.
Needle makers.
Needle minder makers. They're on Etsy. They're on Instagram. Oh, I follow them on Instagram too. Mm-hmm. They're fast. They're shipping from Australia. I had a needle minder maker ship from, where did I say? Irvine. In California. And we are in California. Mm-hmm. Irvine. And California's big. I'm not saying, but Australia is a different continent. Anyway, these guys are super fast.
The Australian ones came before the Irvine ones. And then didn't Australia have like a bunch of mail stuff going on?
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't know. Or we had mail stuff going on with stuff from Australia. I don't remember.
So here's one batch. I ordered from them 3 times at this point.
A lot.
And I order enough to get free shipping, and it's not that much. So don't think, oh my God, Kathy, how much are you spending? Not that much. Oh, it's so pretty.
They're very pretty.
So pretty. And they work like a dream. I love
on top of each other.
I know, I'm scared. They're going to poke my eye out. Oh, and then the drawn thread thing that I said. So as soon as I got that, I thought, I need an herb. So now I'm getting to be one of those. So I got me a lavender.
Oh my gosh.
And that whale was on my wish list for a really, really long time.
Yeah. It's pretty.
Very, very pleased with them. I have a lot of their designs still on my wish list. If you're looking for a really well-made, beautiful needle minder, reasonably priced, because they do have sales, and free shipping, I believe, is $35.
That's not bad.
So really, really, in my opinion, reasonable. I might be crazy. So there you go. Cross stitch, all of these things are very, very important to me. So I'm willing to spend my money on this and go to Supercuts to get my hair done, and go there twice a year and trim my own bangs, as you can see. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot another thing that she got me, because I had seen all over and heard from her about how wonderful the tulip needles were. So I got a little pack to try from 123 Stitch. And yes, I enjoyed stitching with them. They're very smooth. They're very nice. I love the packaging. So she got me a little mixed
variety
set.
pack.
Yeah, variety pack. Which I did double check. There's 2 of each, so I would share with you.
Oh, that's sweet.
I know. We're both so humble. Yeah, I really do like these. That being said, I am still fine stitching with the James one. John James and the Boheen. So,
those are my favorite.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much done. Mm-hmm. Oh, plans. Do we have plans?
You know what? I showed 3 plans last time, and I didn't start on any of them.
Oh, I did show my plans.
So
you didn't start on any of them?
No.
Oh.
So my plans are to continue with my whips. I might start something in between. I have quite a few other whips that I've never shown on here, so I got enough. I don't need to plan. I want to just stitch as the mood strikes.
So I said before that I do other crafty things. I crochet. I do some sewing. Right now I'm hot and heavy into, well, no, not really. But lately I've been making project bags, and I'll continue to do that.
Well, she says lately, but it's been a while since the last bag has been made.
And also, I really enjoy EPP, English paper piecing, which is basically hand stitching.
Very detailed, tedious, labor-intensive, time-intensive.
Sounds negative, doesn't it? But it's
It's
lovely.
beautiful. It's beautiful.
It's very meditative. It's very zen-like. And when a certain somebody had a medical scare a few years ago and nearly gave her parents a heart attack, guess who was stitching EPP in the hospital from on the graveyard shift? Yeah, who would that be? Anyway, so I'm making a panel of Christmas fabrics for a Christmas project bag so that I can put stuff for my husband in a bag. So here's one of the panels. And these are 1-inch hexies that I have stitched together. So there's one, this is the first panel. I'm working on the second panel. And then I'll just treat it like, you know, a panel of fabric and create a project bag. I think these were mini charm, like a couple of mini charm packs.
It's all in the frame, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. I was looking at the back.
Hopefully that was in the frame.
So that's one little thing. And then these are 2-inch hexies in hexie flowers. This is, the formation is called a hexie flower. There are several. I'm not going to show them all because there's too many. But you can see, here's my hands. Here's the size of them. And I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And I think I have 2 more in my project bag. Oh, I don't want to show this one because, well, okay, fine, whatever. So the center hexie is a cat. And then the surrounding hexies.
Don't move it.
I know, I'm talking with my hands and I'm trying to keep this still. Sorry, guys. The surrounding hexies are book related. Here, show this one because it's...
Oh, would this
here.
be for your beloved daughter?
When she said she was spoiled, oh man, she is not joking.
I am not.
But really and truly, anytime I do anything crafty, except if it's a prairie schooler, she'll go, I like that. And that translates to make me fill in the blank. So this is for her coffee table. Because I already have like lots of coasters and things, but she wants one continuous
big thing.
piece. And I go, okay, what do you want? Books. Okay, books and cats. Books and cats. Yeah, that's all you're gonna give me. Yeah, you got. You
I don't care.
You have a lot of fabric. Just
She does.
just do that.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing that.
It doesn't need a match.
Yeah.
It follows a general theme.
Yes, it does. I do this when my eyes are bleeding from cross stitch.
When the 2 glasses still aren't enough.
Yeah, and I literally, I can't, even with the 2 glasses, I can't see. Oh, I don't know. Did I cross over 2 or 3? Then I know it's time to put that away. Lower the setting, the lamp
light.
setting. Yeah, I can lower it down 2
Joey's
notches.
trying to sleep next to her, and
It's like a spotlight is shining, and he does this a lot. Not just to be cute, but to block the light.
Yeah.
So then I do EPP, or I can do that in the car really easily. How do you guys cross stitch in the car?
We're not sure.
I don't get car sick, so it's not that, but it's like just the movement.
Is it like on 14 count?
Yeah,
we don't know.
But I hear people talking about stitching on linen in the car and stitching on an airplane, and I have tried both. And it's like, I don't know. I guess I'm not very coordinated. Or maybe I just need to try like an Aida cloth. Maybe it would be easier.
You'll do EPP and crochet.
Yeah, because I can crochet. I don't even have to look at crochet.
Mm-hmm.
And EPP is, like I said, it's really easy on my eyes. But I'm curious about that. And I'm going to ask again because I think we're wrapping this up, huh?
Well, first, do you have anything else?
Oh, anything else? No? Do I have anything else?
No.
No, this is my first little four-way of non-cross-stitch is my EPP stuff.
Yeah.
We asked last time, and we'll continue to ask.
Sure.
If you have floss tubers that you enjoy, please let us know who they are. The other day, this is how desperate I got. The other day, I watched 5 different floss tubes, and one I watched, oh gosh, I think there was only 10 minutes left to go out of like a 58 minute, and I just couldn't, I couldn't do it anymore. Then the other ones, I think the longest I got into it was 4 minutes. And one of the things that I really, really hate, and I'm sorry, it might be insulting people, I hate it when you're 3 minutes into a video and there's a fucking, and I did say the F word, commercial.
Well, okay, but to be fair, that is not always on the floss tuber themselves.
Really?
No, it's not necessarily up to them, I don't think.
So I just want to enjoy it. I understand that people are monetizing things, and I guess I should just have a glass of wine. I don't know. But in a row, five floss tubes in a row, I checked out of really quickly, and I was so frustrated and disappointed that I watched ours because at least I knew that there wouldn't be any commercials. That I would enjoy seeing the stuff that they were stitching on because they are us.
Oh my gosh.
Still looking for more floss tubers. Stitching some of the stuff that we stitch. There are actually some floss tubers that I'm subscribed to who do a lot of the like samplers, things that I know at this point in time I won't stitch. But I like their personalities. I like seeing their work. It's beautiful. It's just not my taste. There are some floss tubers that I really, really enjoy, but I'm glad that they don't film every week because their personalities are so big and overwhelming. It's not really relaxing. It's humorous, but it's not really relaxing to watch them or listen to them.
Yeah.
So if you have some favorites, please recommend. I'd appreciate it.
Yep.
Do you have any? No? We'll be back in probably in about a month.
Yeah,
right?
we're trying to do once a month because it's a lot more work than we thought. So the people who do weekly videos, kudos to you because
wow,
this is too much. And the other thing, while I do enjoy this and it's fun to connect with people and everything and see what people are stitching, it is taking away from stitching time, which, you know, we like to stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to do once a month, and we will try really hard to post videos on the 13th. So that's our current schedule.
Sounds good.
Yep. Do you want to do that?
I guess that's it. I hope you guys enjoy everything.
Yep.
Hoping you enjoy your stitchy time.
Yep.
And as always, live long and stitch.